Life Audio. Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're glad to have you listening. Today's topic is about the connection you're longing for. We'll return with the devotional after a brief message from one of our sponsors.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Health insurance rates are surging in America, leaving millions without affordable options. If you're sick of having paychecks eaten up by healthcare costs or dealing with mega corporations, then listen to this. Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. That's why I want to tell you about Christian Healthcare Ministries. It's an alternative to traditional health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills. There's no enrollment period, so you can join anytime. And you aren't restricted to provider networks, so you choose the doctors and hospitals you want. It's that simple. CHM is not insurance. It's a ministry that puts faith into action. Feel the difference of financial support and biblical care from fellow believers. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
The Connection You're Longing For, written and read by Keri Eichberger. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. John 15, verse 5. We weren't quite seeing eye to eye. Nothing major, just a slight variation in our interest to focus on that particular Monday morning. My husband had certain very honorable responsibilities on his heart, while my desires were driving my mind in a different direction. And I was left with an empty feeling, longing for connection and time whisked away from the heavy demands of my recent days, and seeking that connection with him, the person with whom I held memories of carefree fun, comforting love, and a sense of safety, steady, and serenity. And as I dug to the depths of my longings, the Lord prompted me with truth about true connection, the truth about the fruit I was truly seeking from the connection I was craving, and also how to find it, in a connection with Jesus. And this wasn't new news to me. I've known this well, but I also know I need to put it into practice over and over. Do you find yourself craving the comforts of connection, and with a specific or certain someone or someones? Maybe you could use a friend to pour out your problems to, a comforting soul to offer some encouragement, or company to share the current joys of life with, or just a genuine soul to remind you that you're seen and loved. I desire all of these things. I was looking for them the other day when I felt a disconnect with Mike. I feel a similar sense of lack in seasons when my kids, friends, and family are distracted with their own demanding lives. And within each disconnect, the fruits of comfort, peace, and joy that we find in our connections seem harder to come by. Something else to consider. How connected with Jesus are you when you're lacking in the comforts of connection with others? Are you closely connected with him when you're seeking to soak in these missing blessings? Jesus told his followers, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. You may often think about the visible fruit produced from our striving efforts when you hear this verse. But we also bear spiritual fruits of the soul, precious blessings that blossom within when we remain connected to Christ. Intersecting faith and life. If you ever end up empty of a sense of safety, serenity, comfort, or care, securities that I was looking for in the person beside me, and you seek to find it in connection with someone, can I remind us both of something? We can do none of this apart from Jesus. We must first connect with Him, and not just temporarily. Remain means to stay. So if and when we drift a bit, we need to return. Remaining in Jesus looks like refreshing our communion every morning and then holding His hand through every moment we encounter, through the entire day, going to Him over and over in all our work, in every decision, and each conversation, talking to Him, leaning on Him, listening to Him. And as we do, our connection grows stronger, along with the sweet fruits we crave, understanding, affection, attention, approval. Jesus gets you and me. He cares and comforts, and not like anyone else can. Apart from Him, away and at distance from Him, we will not find that which we want, that which we sometimes feel desperate for at the depths of our souls. Remain ever so close to Him, and you will find the comfort, connection, and fulfillment your heart and soul are searching for.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love, because helping you put your faith into action is at the heart of what we do. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.